What's up, Three Thugs? Brigg here, and I am a week behind. I said last weekend I would get this build up because people have been asking for it, but I've been busy and I'm tired, and the sun is kicking my ass. But I am going to go over my Rad Fire, my farming build on Unity, and with the 6 slots in place. Now, this is something I kind of just threw together, so there is room for changes. And looking at it just here in this couple minutes, I was like, dude, I can change that. I can change that. I don't really need that, um, but for the 6 slots, it'll give you a good idea of what to tweak and add, so you get a little extra out of your build. Uh, like I said, it is radiation, fire, brute, but we'll kind of just shoot through this because it takes a while. But so radioactive smash. I've got hecatombs, which I think I've always had hecatombs, but in this case I have all 6 because it gives you a little extra boost. The reason I add a lot of extra stuff to this is because it made it a little more viable in Task Force. I mean, you could take the regular Rad Fire farming build in there, and it would do a lot of damage and kill, but I mean, you could get overwhelmed pretty fast. This way, you don't have to have 2 separate builds, to one for farming and one for PvE. So all 4, because you get the 6th one, you get toxic and psionic resistance, so that's always a bonus, and mes resistance. So all 6 for hecatombs for radioactive smash. Taunt, I took all 6 perfect zingers. Irradiated ground, I took 4 obliterations. I do have the proc in there, but that's because you get it increases lethal and smashing resistance by 2.25, mes resistance. You get increased damage, you get increased accuracy, and then for the last 2, I put lethal and smashing resistance 1.5% with multi strikes, and you can choose what you want. I mean, everybody's a little different. I usually try to go for damage, accuracy, recharge, and then endurance. In this case, I went with damage, endurance, accuracy, endurance. You could do whatever you want, whatever you feel like you need. For devastating blow, I've got 5 of the Mako's bites. I took everything but the chance for lethal damage. If you're a big fan of procs, you can put that in there. I really had no difference whether I took it or not. I think I had those 5 automatically, so I just tossed them in. And then for the last one, I have chance to hit buff, just a proc to get an extra accuracy boost, and that is Analyze Weakness. And then Atom Smasher, I have all 6 Armageddons. Fusion, I have all 6 adjusted targeting. This is another one I thought about pulling a power out. I am capped at lethal and smashing resistance. I considered pulling that one out and putting something else in, but I mean, it's fine. Fire Shield, I have all 6 Aegis. And then Blazing Aura, all 6 Unrelenting Fury, and they're all with catalysts. Healing Flames, I have 3 Aegis. I have 2 Preventative Medicine. Again, it's a boost in lethal and smashing. And then I have the Numina's Convalescence, which is the regeneration recovery boost. And we'll go over here to temperature protection. I do have a Gladiator armor, which gives you the +3 defense all. That's always a big one. And then I have 5 Aegis. Obviously, all 5 except for the proc that I have already in Fire Shield. Plasma Shield, I have 2 Steadfast Protections, mainly just to get the extra knockbacks protection, because with this build you can lack it, so I try to squeeze it in where I can. Plus you get, for having both of those, the defense and resistance boost, plus the knockback protection, you get an extra recovery. And then I have 4 Aegis. Again, you can choose what you want to put in. This is just what I decided. And that boosts your main, which is the fire and cold defense, and then lethal and smashing resistance boost just for PvE. Consume, took all 6 superior avalanches. Burn is all 6 superior brutes fury. And fire embrace, because I mean, this is a total waste. But what else are you supposed to put in fire embrace but recharges? So I got 6 freaking recharges. Granted, ED is gonna really nerf down those last 3, but hey, you squeeze a little bit out. Brawl, I am taking advantage of Brawl. I've got all 6 Mako's bites, and then that's why I don't have it over here, because I have it over here. And then we have Prestige Power Slide. Now, I don't have all three of celerity. I don't know what that is. You can say it. Because I don't want a bunch of stealth. So I just took the two and I stacked them both in Prestige Power Slide and in Sprint. And then I have Quick Foot, all three of them, both in Prestige Power Slide and in Sprint. And then I had an extra slot, so I just threw in an Endurance. We'll come down here to Swift. You can do whatever. You can do 3 and 3. It depends on what you are. On this character, I think I have more running, so I put 4 running and then 2 flight. I think the 2 flight I already has, I just tossed them in there. Obviously, flight doesn't do me any good. I probably should throw more running in there, but running is so easy to max out if you have super speed. This is pretty much wasted unless I don't have super speed on. Hurdle, all hurdles. Not much you can do there. Health, I have all 6 preventative medicine. Stamina, I went with efficiency adapter. I'm not a big fan of the performance shifter, the proc. I just never felt like it did as much as you would think, but I went with this because it gave you recharge, 5%. So gotta love recharge. Combat jumping, of course. Look at the gambler. Global recharge, and then I went with 5 red fortunes. You get boost to fire and cold resistance, like lethal and smashing resistance, uh, bonus to damage, and a bonus to recharge. So double bonus. That means I'm getting like 12.5% recharge on just combat jumping. Crazy. Super speed, blessing of the Zephyr, all three, and then Winter's Gift, all three. Improved movement, improved fire and cold resistance, range defense, and area effect defense. So, gotta spread those out a little bit. Hasten, all 6 recharges again. Maneuvers is pretty much set up just like combat jumping. So, same system there. Again, 12.5% boost to recharge. Come down here to stealth. Now, all three of these are a little bit different. I have, at least different from combat jumping maneuvers. I have Luck of the Gamblers in each. Okay, global recharge. And then I have the shield wall PvP enhancements. Now, one of these does have teleportation protection, which is this one. That's the resist all. And then I kind of, you know, decided what I wanted. But you can kind of get an idea. Obviously, these ones are everything but. This one I just skipped the endurance recharge. Um, that's your choice of whatever you want to change. That's what I felt like I can do. I do run stealth when I'm farming just for the little bit of extra defense. So endurance is helped, but defense is good too. But this one's a nice one because you get the regeneration boost, you get the maximum health boost, you get the energy and negative energy resistance. Whenever I'm like trying to stack a tank to get max resistances across the board, I always try to stack these shield walls because they have that energy and negative energy resistance 4.5%, and that's hard to come by. And then increased damage 2.5%. Uh, Honestly, I could probably drop one of these and add like another blue Luck of the Gambler. I don't know if I have room for 10% more regeneration. I don't think I do, but maybe there might be another pop I can put in there because I am actually 2.5% damage over the cap by one. So that's probably something you can tweak out as well. And we got Char. I've got all 6 Apocalypses. Fire Blast. I got all 6 Gladiator Javelins. And Fireball. All 6 Superior Frozen Blasts. So this does really well. Oh, nope. I take that back. Let's go back. I do have a decimation in there. Chance for buildup in Fire Blast. So I only have 5. I took everything but toxic damage. Chance for toxic damage in Fire Blast. Again, that's a proc. Extra damage. If you want to take it, go for it. I am all for proc damage. Um, I don't know why I didn't get it. Maybe it was again one of those situations where I had it. And then decimation chance for buildup. So every time I'm hitting Fire Blast, I get an extra chance for buildup. Which I don't use Fire Blast that often, which is unfortunate. I need to. But I'm gonna jump in the farm here real fast because the Comic-Con farm is here on Unity as it was intended originally with the cosplayers. So we're going to kind of jump in and I'm just going to give you a quick rundown how it does. We'll just take out a couple mobs. Play. Yes. All right. Ask about available missions. Accept. Leave. Now this is the outdoor map. I have had some. Actually, there's a request in the chat right there to add in the meteor map, which is the Shiva Shard, and then some people do like the cave, so I'm gonna have to do the cave one. The only downside to now, since my Comic Con farm is here on Unity, the developers made it a dev choice, so you get boosted XP on it, which is awesome. But I can't make any changes to it, or it loses the dev choice option. So I can't add anything to it, which kind of sucks. But we're gonna go in here and kind of get everybody's attention. Um, on my other build, I did not take taunt on my normal fire blaster or fire farmer build. This one I did because, like I said, you can use it more in PvE. So taunt does help, and then taunt helps here too because I can sit here and point over there and just grab those guys' attention. Not really paying attention to what I'm doing. I didn't hit any of my boosts or anything. That's right. But this one is not fully incarnated either. I've been working on other characters, so once I got this one set up with the basic incarnates, I took off and went off with it, but I don't know if you can see the XP, but it is ridiculous. And that is because it is a developer's choice. You'll see what happens when I take down this corrupted security guard, who is an elite boss. And 615,000. Now, there are XP boosts you can still, apply even after 50. And I think that jumps to like 750,000. So it's pretty ridiculous. I enjoy it immensely. It's a nice balance because it's nice when it goes fast, but I don't want it to go too fast. Like there are some servers that have some pretty intense XP boosts, and that's awesome for those who just want to zip through it. I mean, that's great, but I do like a little bit of a challenge to kind of work towards it. So this is a nice balance. Still pretty fast, but it's a nice balance. But it's nice having the extra boost. You can see my smashing and lethal, or smashing resistance at 90%. Fire obviously 90%. Fire defense is out of control. I probably can turn off stealth and be just fine. So you can see my character a little bit better. But that is my max slotted fire farmer build. I probably wouldn't take this head to head with Lord Recluse without a pocket healer. But I did roll a tank, my rad tank, and I decked it out, and it is maxed across the board, and that includes resistances and defenses, and it's pretty awesome. But I went into Miss Liberty / Statesman Task Force. We got to the 4 bosses at the end, Sirocco, I don't know if I've said that right, but Ghost Widow, Mako, and Black Scorpion. We jumped in. I don't know what happened. I died instantly. Like one of the devs was in there trolling me and freaking killed us all because I died instantly. I don't know what happened. Should not have happened because I pretty much dodge everything and I can resist everything, and suddenly I was dead. And it wasn't even like, oh, you're debuffed and now you're gonna die. Nope, it was insta-death. So I feel like one of the devs was in there invisible watching us and just started to mess with me. But once I got back up and we took him down, and then we jumped on Lord Recluse, and he didn't do a damn thing to me, which was sweet. Lord Recluse is always how I judge my tanks. If I can handle Lord Recluse without a problem, I'm happy. He's the final test. But anyway, I just wanted to kind of go over this build, give you guys an idea. I will throw in a description or a daddy chunk and link for mids in the description so you guys can pull it up yourself. You can check it out. I will try to pop up some stats so you guys can see it as well. But really fun, gets a little extra boost out of everything. When you get it fully incarnated, it's even better, but this is something that you can roll anywhere and everywhere, and it's really fun going into a PvE task force and you're just burning through everything because it kills so fast. A good example, we came in here. No. We came into a. I'm leveling so fast because it's XP boost. We did a. I think it was someone else's missions. I want to say it was Predatoaster, but I'm not 100% sure. But he put together a. No, what was it? I don't know. Um, put together a AE arc, and he wanted us to test it out. So to give you an example how this did, I went up this side, killed everything, while the other team by themselves went up the other side. I don't know how we split. It wasn't planned that way, but they all went left. I went right. I got to the end and wrapped around and was catching up to them. Like I went faster than the whole team. So really fun, quick build. Uh, it's got its weaknesses. Like if you look at everything else, like energy resistance only at 83%, but that's pretty good. Psionic is 52. That's still pretty good too. Toxic is only 46. So um, not bad, but not great either. You take this into the Lady Grey task force, and I'm probably gonna take a good pounding. But overall, a really fun build. There is two corrupted security guards. Look at that, 615 for that guy. I mean, come on, that one too. Come on, you're about to die too. Crazy. Somebody came in here by them. Oh, what the heck? What are you doing over here? Somebody came in here by themselves, wanted to test it out after it made developer choice, and in an hour they made 300 million. I believe it was Doc feels bad. Feels good. Feels bad. Yeah, feels bad. Doc feels bad. Doc FB, and he Imperial Merit, and he leveled a character 1 through 50 on his own. He must have been dual boxing. I don't know. Had to have in 45 minutes. So pretty dang fast. But as you can see, I leveled. I mean, enough times to get Imperial Merit. So, but anyway, hope you guys like that. If you have any questions, please leave comments. If you have ideas, please leave them as well. Like I said, this was something I threw together. Once I got it to 50, I was so excited to play with the 6 max slots. I just kind of tossed something in there and went with it. So I'm sure there's a lot of changes that can be made or that you could recommend. So if you think of something that looks good or you think that might benefit, please let me know. But thank you guys. I appreciate all your support. Remember to share, like, ring the bell for notifications, subscribe. I recently hit 500 subscribers, so that is awesome. But thank you guys. Stay golden and take care. Bye-bye.